Hello, everybody.
Yo, what's up?
Welcome to the Anime Mystics podcast. I'm Roman,
I'm Steven Sonosuke-sama.
and we're going to try to make it kind of quick again, but you know how that always goes. We'll see what happens. um, so this is usually where I do my updates, and I got a couple. First, I mentioned this on the Discord, but I haven't been able to make a video about it. Just wanted to let you all know because I know you've all been wondering about like One Piece and stuff like that. Belle has caught COVID. She got it about a week ago, so she's moving along with that. But it was starting to get pretty bad for a while. Like she was going to the hospital to get checked out for a bunch of different things. I think a lot of it was she was just worried, so she was stressing herself out because her heart rate was going up, and that's what they were worried about. But from the sounds of it, she should be getting better anytime soon. She's got to rest, not touch anybody, cough on anybody.
Very important.
Yep. I've been keeping in contact with her to see how she's been doing. So if anything happens, I'll let you all know. But for right now, it looks like she's gonna recover. Just gotta rest, wait it out now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, she was just worried about it because about a couple weeks ago, her sister's mother-in-law passed away from COVID. So I think she was just really worried.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Also, doesn't help that we think she caught it from her, so because she came by not long before she passed. She like really got hit with it and then passed away. So yeah, we think she passed it on to Belle. Thankfully, she hasn't passed it on to the baby, and the baby's staying with her boyfriend's parents, so she should be safe.
I'm gonna jump in real quick and take this opportunity to remind everyone about safety precautions. Wash your hands, wear your mask, maintain your distance. Anything you can do, disinfect. Anything you can do to help this, because like Romans is unfortunately an example of you can't predict this, so all you can do is try to mitigate it. So clean your room, clean your house, disinfect, wash your hands, wear a mask when you can, and just be safe. Most important thing is be safe.
Yeah. It's definitely not fun. I've seen how Belle looks, and it looks horrible. So it's hitting her pretty hard, but again, she should recover. Because again, it's already been almost like 2 weeks. So I'm pretty sure by like the third 3.5 weeks in, it'll start going down, and she'll start recovering. I think it's just hitting her a lot harder than some people.
Yeah.
Because I know some, it's like 2 weeks, they're all better.
Yeah.
Other people, it's like a month and a half. I think she's like going into the month range, and then she'll start getting better.
Okay.
So, but again, I'll let you all know if anything happens. I don't think it'll take a turn, but you never know. I'm just hoping it doesn't. We're all hoping it doesn't.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, if you want to leave Belle any messages, put them in the comments, and I'll let her know that you all have been commenting to get better, or whatever you want to say. So yeah. Okay. Second update. Sano and I have decided that we're going to do watch parties on the Discord. We did one last week with the first 4 episodes of Rent-A-Girlfriend. It ended up just being the 2 of us, but it was still a good time.
Yeah, no, it showed that it can happen, and there's not really any like less loss in quality. I mean, unless you noticed anything, unless the streaming was off or sound quality was low.
The video didn't lag.
Okay.
You coming in clear?
Good.
Because I know you said the last time you did that with, I think the
Kaguya movie, the live action Kaguya movie. Yeah.
Your mic was like going in and out.
Yeah, it was on a different computer than what I'm using, what we're recording on now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this was a good trial run. But I'm glad that at least on your end it was all working out.
Yeah, you sounded fine. You were coming in clear. So yeah, we're doing the watch parties next Thursday. We're going to be doing the first 4 episodes of Uzaki-chan.
Mm-hmm.
Considering everything that's been going on with Twitter, maybe we should post it up there. Be like, hey, look at what we're watching. No.
Yeah, show us your artwork.
Let's see those ugly redraws.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna get into that. We're absolutely gonna get into that.
Yeah.
And yeah, and maybe this might pop up again too during our discussions too. But there was a comment, and we did say long time ago that we will address comments. I felt for that guy. There was a guy in the comments, and he said that he lived in Italy and he just doesn't have access to the anime, and I'm all like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Because growing up as an anime fan through high school and even through middle school, going all that far back, it never really was a problem for me personally to like get access to anime. Like I always knew somebody that had it or where to find it, or they would tell me where to get it. So my heart goes out to this guy, and I responded to him, "Yo, man, we're gonna start doing these watch parties. If you're interested in Uzaki-chan, he was specifically asking for Uzaki-chan.
Yeah.
It was on Roman's reaction video. I said, come check out the Discord, come check out the Facebook page. We're gonna start doing these things every other week. And if people have more suggestions, I'm just kind of pulling out what's airing right now.
Yeah.
But in his situation, it doesn't help that all of the like Kiss anime and Kiss manga are now just gone, like evaporated. So it's going to become a little bit harder unless you guys want to dole out $80-$90 for a Blu-ray for 5 episodes,
Right.
to find or get access to anime. So I think that the watch parties, and I think there's a limit of up to 50 people. But we'll test it out. We'll see if we even get that far. But
right.
For now, I mean, if you don't have access to it, come check it out. We'll keep doing it, and I'm open to suggestions. Roman's open to suggestions. We did Rent a Girlfriend, because I really wanted to watch it, but now it's like Uzaki-chan I think is a hot button issue, and this dude's comments really inspired me to do it. So it's got to be Uzaki-chan.
Yeah.
We did post in the general discussion. It's just in the voice channel of the Discord server, so you can just go there. As well as I made an event on the actual Facebook page.
Yes.
And I think I might take up Roman's troll and go post on Twitter as well. So, but yeah, it's unfortunate that it never dawned on me that they want to watch anime, they want to be exposed to it, and they want to be part of the group, but they just can't, and it's just geographically they can't. And it was like Kiss Anime was located in Russia, right?
I think so.
Like the server was in Russia, and they still got him, and they still took him down. So it's like it's just not, and nowhere is safe really.
No,
but
I guess it's going to get a lot worse because they're passing a new copyright law in Japan.
Yeah,
it's supposed to make it a lot harder for websites like this to exist, and I guess they're going to start going after people who have actually downloaded stuff like that as well from these sites. If they can even do that.
That's what most people said. They were like, "Oh, back to torrents," and it's like, well, I neither condone nor advise anyone to do any of that stuff. Don't get yourself in trouble with anybody. But I want to help. I want to spread the joy. I personally, I support the community, and I believe in buying merch. Yep. And Roman is literally sitting here in my house, drowning in the tchotchkes that I've bought. So yep. Roman can attest to this. But that's how I support it, because I typically don't go back and watch anime. Like, for me, I'm one and done. Like, I'll watch an episode or I'll watch a series and I don't come back. And I know some people like that. They're like, oh, I loved it so much. It impacted me. I'm going to watch it again. And I can watch it again. For me, I'm just all like, if I do that, I'm going to fall behind on the current shows. So that's why I just don't go back. It's great. And like we're doing now, we'll talk about it and I'll reminisce and it'll be great. But to sit there and like watch all like 56 episodes or whatever of Rurouni Kenshin, that's probably not going to happen. or like all 70, 90 something of Fist of the North Star. Probably not.
Or all 800 of One Piece.
Or exactly. But if we could talk about it for days, absolutely. But to go back there, just, yeah, well, that's just not going to happen. But yeah, like Roman said, come join us. The details are on the Facebook page, and we'll put reminders in the general announcements.
Right.
But the first stream seemed to go pretty well, so hopefully we'll do some more. And in the next couple of ones, maybe starting after Uzaki-chan, if anyone wants to throw out suggestions, we'll see what we can do. I think my limit is 4 episodes max, because I think that 2 hours is about the length of a full film, like a full-length film.
Right.
So anything beyond 4 episodes or 2 hours, people are just going to drop off. Like, no one's really going to be paying attention anymore after that. So I think that about 4 episodes at a time max is a good sweet spot for how long these things should go on for.
Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely.
So yeah, stay tuned for that. Come check it out. The other time frame or the other logic that I'm using is we record the podcasts on weeks like this, and then the opposite week will be the watch parties.
Yeah, when we're not recording a podcast, we'll have a watch party.
Correct. And for now, I'm hosting them on Thursday nights. But again, if I'm flexible because I'm not really tied to anything at in the evening time, so the times are negotiable. So we'll see. We can play around with some things. But for now, Uzaki-chan is next. It'll be next Thursday as of the recording of this podcast. But the date, the time, all the details are in the chat. Bring a friend if you know people that want to come join. Personally, I don't like Roman and I were doing commentary. We were just doing colorful commentary. So I don't mind. I don't mind if people want to talk or type or chat. That doesn't really bother me. Some people might, but I think that that's part of the fun about like doing a Mystery Science 3000 style. But yeah, we'll see. Like I said, let's do it. Let's get people together. Come check it out, and then depending on how the audience grows or how we develop, then we'll make more rules or we'll make times and all that. So if we need to do more episodes, if we need to do 6 episodes at a time or 3 episodes at a time, we'll tweak it around. So
right now we're just in the testing phase.
Yeah. If we need to silence everybody and be like we are gonna do this as movie theater rules and no talking.
Turn your phones off.
Yeah, turn your phones off. Turn off the lights. No. Take your trash, throw your popcorn away at the end of the viewing. Yeah.
You don't leave it under the seat.
Yeah. Well, we can work it out. We'll work it out. But for now, yeah. Uzaki-chan. The next week after this recording, and let's get it. Let's do it.
Yep. All right. So again, it's on the Facebook as well. So if you're on the Facebook, or if you're not, go look for it, Anime Mystics. All the details are there, and there should be a link to our Discord as well if you're not a part of the Discord. So yeah. And other than that, the only other update I have is that there should be videos coming out this week. I got 5 or 6 that are already rendered. The rest I got to edit. I completely forgot that I did not do episodes 2 through now for Rent a Girlfriend. I did episode 1, and then it was like, I got to do episode 2. And yeah, so those should be coming soon. I'm going to try to get all those done so I can get them uploaded. Because we're on episode, 7 now?
Yeah,
this week is going to be 7?
Yeah, this week is going to be 7, yeah.
And we're going to talk about that in a bit, so I won't go too much into detail for that. But yeah, God of High School is still going to be coming out. I think I'm actually going to drop Monster Girl Doctor. Yeah. I might watch it like on my own later, but I think I'm just going to drop it because I haven't been enjoying it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot tamer than like Monster Girl reviewers, but
no, well, that doesn't bother me. I'm not worried about that. I don't know. There's just
Yeah.
something about it.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, that's one less show I got to worry about.
All right. Still gonna tag you in post.
Yeah, that's fine. And Muyotori OG is still going to be coming out. I just got to record the episodes. That's easy to do. I just got to throw the subtitles in and render, and it's because thankfully that one doesn't require me to go in and edit the subtitles. It's already pre-edited and ready to go. I wish all of the episodes would do that, but they don't. That one and Uzaki are the only ones where I could throw the subtitles in and just render, and they're good. Sometimes Demon King Academy, like sometimes the subtitles will be good, and then like a couple minutes later they'd be overlapping, and I'm like, why? But whatever. Anyway, there's videos coming out. That's the point. This week.
Get hype.
Yeah.
And the viewing party idea, also going right back to it, because this also was a response to what they were doing to Roman about the strikes and the needless, just like it was like just unnecessary. And it was like, people would actually enjoy these shows if they were exposed to it some more. So, again, all of this, I'm going to say it too. Support the industry how you can, however you can, even if it's just going to a convention.
Yeah.
Buying a badge to a convention throws support too, because these guys like Funimation and Aniplex, they go to cons. And so they also are getting paid just by being there. So if you like what you see, if you like Roman's reaction, support them however you can. So what I think we'll do too is after the viewing party, I'll throw up some links to where you can go like sign up for accounts or where you can buy Uzaki-chan merch. There was like the new prize figure coming out. I showed Roman offline. So definitely, if you like Roman's reacts, if you like what you see in the viewing parties, definitely go support these people. Because that's the argument that they're using against us. That's why they come out and monetize Roman's video, because they claim people aren't buying their stuff. So they take it out on Roman's videos or on the Anime Mystics channel, wherever they can. So, we can still have fun and do it and get exposed to the anime that they're making and have fun with it. So, and enjoy it. So let's do it.
Yes, all of you that actually like to support the companies and everything,
Let's do
good
it.
for all of you.
Yeah.
Because we need to support them as best we can.
Absolutely.
I've already got 2 figures for Uzaki pre-ordered and a life-size poster.
Nice.
Which I think is what? How tall is she? Like 5'2"?
Yeah.
It's actually not that short. My grandma is 5'2".
Right.
And they're complaining.
Yeah.
And never mind. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
So that's all the updates I got.
Okay.
Videos coming out, Belle's Health, and the watch party. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Oh. So, pretty much everything we're talking about today, I just caught up with this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the same with you, right?
Yes.
So, it's not everything like last time, but it's about 3 shows.
Yeah, three shows.
Which I think is a good number for these. I mean, we still went for like 2.5, almost 3 hours last time with all of the episodes. But this should be like maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah. We should be pretty good. We should be pretty good, and hopefully we'll stay on topic. I am running on 4 hours of sleep because I was up late rolling Kiara on FGO Japanese server, where she broke the internet.
Summer 5.
Summer 5 is in full force, and I admit that I am taking a part of it, and so as a result, I got 4 hours of sleep, and out here where we're recording is ridiculously hot and humid. So yeah, it was a combination of things, but regardless, we still managed to watch Anos Boldigold, just whoop everybody.
Yep.
So, Misfit Demon King Academy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Misfit and Demon King Academy.
There it is.
We actually got more of his parents in these episodes.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Great.
That was great. Yeah, man, and we're going to talk more about like in Kazuya's grandma in Kanajo and Rent's a Girlfriend, but the parents, in like Subaru's parents and ReZero, Badasu's parents.
Yeah.
It's like Anos's parents though, like his dad is a blacksmith. That was pretty cool, and he's super loyal. And then the mom was just like, I'm taking no one's crap to the very end.
Yeah.
Anos's mom, and she's just like, oh, isn't he so strong for a 1 month? Oh.
For a newborn. Wow. Yeah, she wasn't taking anything from anybody.
No.
Not even Amelia. Funny enough, that's the name of the teacher.
I was about to say, what's your name? Amelia? It was, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah, it's Amelia. Amelia's son.
So how'd that make you feel to have a good Amelia and bad Amelia?
Well, good Amelia is still really good, and I'm still rooting for her. Bad Amelia, I was happy to see get stabbed in the back and turned into a hybrid.
It's like, I know that that's the gist of the show, is that he's just OP. It's just about being overpowered and kick rocks if you don't understand it. And I'm just like, well, if you could just willingly just change people at a genetic level, just do it. Why are you even bothering with the Demon Academy thing? Is it because he's trying to find out where his people went? Is that the gist of it? Is that what my understanding is? Like where his army went and all his soldiers and all that?
Well, no, I don't think he's even trying to get his soldiers or anything because he wanted a peaceful world.
Mm-hmm.
I think since this is the way that they're trying to find a demon lord, he's just going through the system. Being like, well, I'm just going to go through this, win really easily, just show that I'm really the demon lord. He also figured that everybody would remember him.
Right.
But whatever the dude's name is went back in time and like altered things so that he wasn't the one that was named as Demon King. So nobody really remembers who he is. Except for that one guy. The old dude that they met in episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
That guy remembered him.
I honestly thought he was going to heel turn. Like, he's going to stab him in the back, isn't he? And he's like, nope, not yet, at least.
I was waiting for it, too. Like, this guy's just pretending, isn't he? He's going to try to kill him.
Yeah. Because everyone else has, so why would this guy be any different?
Like, Kitty Ivis.
Yeah.
Which was funny, seeing Ivis as a cat.
Meow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't know. I haven't, like I said again, everyone makes the distinctions to Overlord, and I haven't seen Overlord outside of Isekai Quartet.
Right.
So I don't really know about the like OP for being OP shows, but apparently they said that Ainz in Overlord isn't as OP as Anos. Like Ainz still had limits, I guess.
Probably because of the game and everything that he's in.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Anos is just in his world, and he's like creating magic.
Yeah.
On the fly.
Correct.
Like last episode, he just said, "Oh, I just created this to try to save." Was it Ren?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ren's mom.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, we're just going to transfer your source over to her. Is there a spell for that? No, I just created it. Let's do this. Yeah, he's just making magic on the fly, and what's his name again? From Overlord?
Ainz. Yeah, Ainz.
See, I don't even remember his name. Is limited to whatever he's capable of in the game.
Right.
Like he can't just overwrite whatever the game's mechanics or scripting says that he can do. He's got to work within the system.
Right.
Anos doesn't, because it's his world basically.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And despite the fact that he's in I think I read somewhere he's in a weaker body because the way the world is now.
Mm-hmm.
He's still super OP, and he's still making magic like nothing. So, yeah, I could see why he would be stronger than Ainz. Not that I really know much about Ainz, so.
Ainz got punked by Aqua. That's all you need to know. I'm Ainz. I'm so strong. Ah, useless goddess.
What was it? I remember. I think I brought this up when we were watching Isekai Quartet. That there was some reactor who was like a huge Overlord fan.
Mm-hmm.
Really hated ReZero because he was constantly bad-mouthing everybody from ReZero.
Really?
Yeah. And was just constantly writing Ainz' junk. And then we got to the scene with Aqua. And she's using Turn Undead, and he's like, it's not going to do nothing to Ainz. And then Ainz is screaming in the corner. Soul coming out of his mouth, and dude's like, what?
Amazing.
He was
Absolutely
basically
fantastic.
acting like Ainz was kind of like, that's not going to do nothing. That's a low level spell.
Boom! Get wrecked, scrub.
Nearly killed him and Shaltir. Shaltir's on the floor with her soul coming out of her mouth. Yeah.
Ainz can beat Goku. Ainz can't even beat Aqua. Oh man. Yeah, and so on the rankings charts though, did Anos and Misha even make it?
You mean on the couples?
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive they were on there.
Okay. Because that's definitely what they're hinting at, and it's all like, oh, I'm a big, powerful demon king. Well, have a weakness for little Dede girls.
Tsundere and regular Dede.
Yeah, they didn't really focus on was it Sasha though? It was all Misha. It was the Misha episode.
I don't know. That the last when they asked about Sasha, she said she was doing something for the tournament.
Right.
I don't know what, but yeah, she wasn't in the last episode, and they only showed her in like the first 5 minutes of the episode 6.
Yep.
So I was even wondering where she was. Like, what is she doing? Like, I thought she was supposed to be like rooting for him.
She's recording another show.
Let's see. Anos went up to number 5 in the rankings for the best male.
Wow.
Looking for couples right now.
Wow, really?
Top 10 anime.
Who did Kazuya from Girlfriend go up? Rent a Girlfriend?
Kazuya?
So if you have it pulled up right now.
Where are you?
Well,
yeah, he actually went up to number 8.
Okay, we're gonna rant about that in a minute, but yeah, good.
He went up to number 8, and his friend Kibe went to number 9.
So Kibe went down?
No, he's new. He's just added.
Okay.
But yeah, he's number 9. He's like right behind Kazuya.
Okay.
Actually, Rent a Girlfriend was number 1 this week.
Correct. Which blew my mind. And actually, talking about other shows like ReZero, well, never mind. I'm gonna save that. For right now. We're talking about Anos, and you know, I don't know. It's just kind of striking me like if he's OP, just snap your fingers and just take over the world, man. I don't know why we're doing all the rigmarole. And in a minute, Proto Arthur is about to show up and smash his face again, even though he's like, well, we're now besties, we're now BFFs, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of going around in circles for someone who could just snap his fingers and just make it so.
Well, I think right now he just wants to find out who altered time.
Yeah.
He's got Ivis looking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that other dude's looking too. He's also kind of wondering, as I think he said in episode 6, why they would even recommend him for the tournament to begin with, because they wouldn't want a hybrid like him even potentially winning.
And then he beat him with his dad's sword.
Yep.
Dad's sword of adamantite.
Filled with love.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. That's what I wanted to ask. So he's a demon king, right?
Mm-hmm.
Demon king. Demons typically evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why is he good at healing magic?
Why wouldn't he be? He's got to be able to heal himself, right?
I mean, that's normally something associated with purity and recovery. Like demons and black arts, those are more aligned, right?
I mean, I'm sure that a person that's more on the good side would have a better affinity to healing magic, but that doesn't mean that he can't use it.
So now we're gonna delve into D&D tropes right now. So if you're a dark priest, right, does that necessarily mean you know recovery magic?
I don't know. I'm not that far into D&D.
Okay. Like Sith Lords can, because remember the story of Darth Plagueis? Ha 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 ha!
I don't know that story.
That was from episode 3, the Revenge of the Sith, where apparently he was like trying to, was it cure his dying wife or whatever? And then Palpatine was just like, oh, you can do that if you become a Sith, because Panda Bear or Padme, whatever her name was, she was dying. And so he said that, oh, if you become a Sith, you can find recovery magic. And that's why it was kind of like the Jedi got mad, because they were like, you're interrupting the life cycle, you know? You're supposed to be born, live your life, and then die to become, midichlorians. And if you're a Sith and you break the cycle like that, that's why you're evil. I think. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that was my understanding to it. That was the only time I've recognized someone on like the evil spectrum being able to use recovery magic. So watching the Demon King just like heal everything and resurrect everybody and disintegrate people and bring them right back to life, I'm just kind of like, what?
I actually don't think there's any kind of affinity in this. It's just whatever magic you can use, you can use.
Okay. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe because it does seem too that like we live in the demon kingdom, but they all look human.
But they're all demons.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Some of them are half spirits.
Yeah. So maybe that's what's confusing me too. Maybe I'm still trying to view it as like demons with look like demons with horns and black or purple skin and all of that, and these ones just like look like normal people. So maybe that's also what's going on. What's it?
Doesn't he have horns? I thought he had horns.
He did in his original form.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. But now in his whatever form he is, his 1 month old form.
Yeah.
He doesn't
have horns. Okay.
I love that running joke too. Like when they were looking at the baby album, the photo album, they're like, "Oh, he really is a month old. Look, this is him like a month ago." It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, you kissed a baby.
Yeah.
Just as friends, though.
Yeah.
That was it. Just as friends. Nothing else. Whatever, Sasha.
Yeah.
You soon did it.
It's
not like I wanted to kiss you.
Yeah. Wherever she is.
Whatever she is.
Wherever she is. But yeah, it was really, and then his fan club with the national anthem over there.
Oh. What was it? Battle Song number 2 or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, props to them, man. You can't find loyalty like that, like most roadies or groupies, man, they're only in it for the fame, but they were actually in it because they believe in the cause.
Yeah.
So props to them. So, and that's the other thing too, is that, him, when it was like Ainz, it was because Ainz was a person that was in the, a Japanese guy. So, the Japanese with their society raised in morals and not necessarily kindness, but mutual respect.
Right.
You understand why he would be all like, I don't really want to hurt Albedo's feelings, But for Anos, he wasn't really raised like that. He is a demon king from the demon realm who was a demon, and he's a demon.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to be so nice, it's just kind of like, because he's tired? Is that what it was? Because he's tired of fighting? All right.
Yeah, it was like an endless battle. I guess he just didn't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah. This is what I do. I psychoanalyze my anime because, my alternative is redrawing Anos to look more realistic. So
yeah, more realistic. Make him fat. Have a burger in his hand.
He got that frumpy after for a month of being alive. Not gonna let that go. I mean, hey, that's the running joke in the show. Okay, it's not me.
That mushroom gratin going straight to his belly.
Oh,
fungus isn't good for you.
Now I want to see that. I want to put that challenge out there. Redraw all the top 10 characters. Make them look realistic. Make them look, realistic. Make them look tolerable.
Yeah, actually make Anos a 1 month old.
Yeah.
Giving body issues to 1 month old babies.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun conversation. But yeah, that's basically it. Those are basically my questions. Like, how does a demon use healing magic, and why is he so nice? Those are basically my concerns for the last time we talked about Misfit King.
Well, if you ask him, he's not nice.
Fair. No, he just made a diorama for Misha that the shopkeeper who runs the diorama store was super impressed with because he's not nice. Okay. The demons have a weird sense of fair play. The Devil May Cry 4 quote. Got a jacked up notion of fair play, pal. It's really starting to piss me off. Thank you, Johnny Young Bosch. See, that's what I said. There you go. Those are demons. Dante's a demon. And it's like, well, he was also half human, so that's why he's not completely a dickhead. But he is kind of a douche. So, it's kind of like that. But he's not completely evil because he's half human. Oh, see, there we go. But Anos doesn't have that. He's the Demon King.
Yeah, but he also apparently now he's half something because he's a hybrid. But I don't know what.
Well, then he should just use his creation magic and get rid of that.
Why?
Why? Yeah, that's the whole show.
It's
That's
like-
basically the show.
He's having more fun messing with the people who are like royalists, which we got a term for now,
Yeah.
who are all about royalty or above hybrids. And he's like, okay, I don't remember ever saying that, but we're going to try to fix that right away. I'm just going to stay a hybrid and fix it.
And then what's funny is that they still believe it. They just watch him punking everybody like right in front of their eyes. It's not like Saitama for One Punch where no one ever sees him conveniently.
Or they see him, but they don't live long enough to tell.
Right. But if for Anos, he's doing it right out in the open, and everyone's still like, "Oh, he's not OP. He could just be some stranger." Like, wow.
He's not the Demon King. He's a hybrid.
Because he just punks all of them.
Yeah.
Oh man. And this show is in the top 10.
Yep.
This show is in the top 10. Amazing.
Yep.
Like I said, I like it. It's fun, and I think that's pretty much where it is. Him spinning the castle on his finger. It's just fun. But in terms of practicality, I'm so lost. But it's a fun, dumb show. But it's trying to take itself serious, even with like the scene with his mom and the fan club where they were getting beat up. And it's like it wants to take itself seriously, but then it's like then it goes back to making, oh yeah, my little baby boy, he's a 1-month-old. So then it's like, okay. All right. But yeah, I guess we'll keep watching.
Yeah.
I guess now I need to find out the answer of how does a demon know healing magic?
He knows every magic.
Yeah. That's true.
Even spells he never knew 2,000 years ago. Because he'll just create it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got. Honest Boldy Gold.
Yep.
Good man.
Better than Heinz.
Better than I. Oh! Shots fired. Roman's taking a stance. All right.
I don't know. I've never been a big Heinz fan, mostly because I hear how the fans describe him.
And then he got punked by Aqua?
And then he got punked by Aqua. You'll notice a lot of that with me. Like, I won't actually hate the character. It's mostly the fans that make me either hate the character or I just hate the fans.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You know who else got punked by Aqua?
Or the majority of the fans.
You know who else got punked by Aqua?
The Destroyer?
Kazuya in Rent's a Girlfriend.
Oh, yes.
It's a voice actor
That's
joke. It's a voice actor joke.
It's like constantly getting punked by Aqua in that show.
Yeah. Those are my best moments is when she goes full Aqua in Rent's a Girlfriend and just goes off on Kazuya, which is funny because it sounds just like Kazuma. And that's how Kazuma went off on Aqua in Konosuba.
Yeah.
So now it's like, now she's got her chance. And she just oh, you can just dig right into him and just you feel the knife turning. It's fantastic.
Kind of sucks that they did change his voice actor.
Yeah.
Because I remember you saying it was supposed to be the voice actor for Kazuma.
So it was a commercial from 2018, I think. It was maybe a TV commercial for the manga when the manga was coming out. And at the time, the guy that was doing the narration for the commercial was Kazuma from Konosuba. So Fukushima Jun, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the voice actor for Kazuma was Kazuya. However, for the anime, yeah, they changed it. Just like how in the audio drama for Quintuplets, Ayane Sakura was the actress for Miku. But then in the anime, they changed it to Ito Miku. And then Ayane Sakura did Futaba. Yotsuba, sorry.
Okay.
Yotsuba. So they did that. They changed the VAs.
Okay.
But it's funny, he still tries to sound like Kazuma, so it's kind of like, okay.
And sometimes he does.
Yeah. But Yeah, the last two episodes were kind of like so. When Roman sent me the rankings, I think like a day or two ago now, I was utterly shocked to find Rent a Girlfriend at the top of at least this chart or this poll.
Yeah.
It's because you got to understand the context here. Rent a Girlfriend is a dumpster of a show, probably even the manga, which it's based off of. It's like what? Just do it. Just do it. Why won't you do it? Just do it. Well, both of you just do it. Do something. Why won't you just confess or do something or break up and walk away? And they won't, and it's a mess. But I can't stop watching it, and apparently neither can many other people because it's number one. And in this particular season, that's telling me that on this chart, you're beating Sword Art Online, ReZero, Shokugeki no Soma, and My Teen Romance.
Yep.
I always want to say My Chemical Teen Romance.
Right.
But yeah.
And I guess if you want to add it, certain scientific railgun is also out this season.
Yeah. It's beating all of those shows.
And also, this is its second week at number 1. 2 weeks in a row.
This unestablished show that's just a mess of a plot, and it's beating these established shows with thousands of fans all over the world. Like in our Discord alone, there's multiple people that have said, "Oh, I'm watching Snafu," or "I've been waiting for Snafu." This is what they wanted, but either they're not voting, or more people are more like, "I like Rent a Girlfriend," and that blows my mind. I just find that astounding, absolutely astounding.
Especially considering Sword Art Online is on the same season.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, the fans for that are like swarming the voting. It's like, in fact, that went down to 6.
Wow.
This week.
And I don't know if you saw it. I think that you were still on the way to record right now. But someone on Facebook tagged me in an article from Anime News Network, your reliable source of anime. They literally wrote an article saying why Alicization is the best Sword Art story arc. And I'm like, if it's so good, why is it losing to Rent a Girlfriend? did Aniplex and Bandai pay you to write this? What? What? First off, you're factually wrong. Alternative is the best Sword Art story arc. Second off, that's just what metric are you using?
Yeah.
Because if you're asking the full, like I said, this was one poll. I'm going off one poll, but anime trending typically has been pretty popular because there's also, like, when I shared posts from the Kanojo Okari Shimasu page on Facebook, usually those posts always get like almost like 1,000 reactions, 1.4 thousand reactions. I tagged Roman and I shared it. I think I even put it on the page about the kind of music video take from the opening of Rent a Girlfriend. Yeah. That had thousands of views. So to say that there's nobody watching this, or that more people are watching Sword Art, then they're not voting because they're losing in the polls. At least in this one particular poll, I gotta stress that.
Yeah.
But that's astounding. That's amazing. And honestly, I knew something was up the moment I saw that cast. Not even knowing who the main character or the male character was, just seeing the 4 heroines. That's such a stacked roster. Amamiya Soda, Aoi Yuki, Toyama Now, Takahashi Rie. I mean, that's $1 million franchise right there. I didn't say million yen. I said $1 million. Dollar. So that right there is like, yeah.
Slightly better than the yen.
So, and I know that I've just started seeing merch because they just announced the prize figures. So they made Chizuru because, of course, and then they made Mommy.
Ugh, nobody wants that one.
No.
Except to maybe throw stuff at it.
Unless you're into that. Apparently, there is a genre or a subset of people who are into that. And he cheated on himself in his own head.
Yeah.
Wasted Kleenex on that. But anywho,
well, hey.
Yeah.
At least he learned.
For now.
Let's not focus on Mommy.
For now.
And thankfully, we haven't seen her since.
Yeah, she kind of bounced. But that's because we got introduced to new girl, Ruka.
Yeah, I think we saw her, twice in episode 5?
I only saw her at the post-credit scene.
Well, we saw her when they were leaving the hotel.
Okay, right.
And then I think in the classroom for like a second. And that was it. Yeah, because they went to the classroom to tell their friends that they were still dating. They talked it over.
Right. I'm kind of
And then
remembering
you
now.
see Mommy in the back, and she's all angry.
Oh, so you're talking about? I thought you were talking about Ruka. Sorry.
No. I was talking about Mommy.
Mommy. Okay. Yeah. She was kind of like hiding herself and getting super salty over that.
Yeah. And
Oh,
by
well.
the way, how horrible of a person do you have to be to get angry at somebody for saving another person? And he nearly died. But she was mad at him. And he was still willing to use tissue paper on her. At least halfway through, anyway.
I'm telling you, if Mommy makes it into the top 10 female characters charts, I'm done. I'm out of here. I know. Like I said, there are individuals who are into that, and it's kind of like how, but okay, we're not here to kink shame. You do you. Obviously, this character is a fictional character that does have elements of reality to it. So
Yeah.
unlike Uzaki-chan, which is all fictional and doesn't exist. But anyways, but people like Kazuya, they exist. Right. And it's yeah. But okay, enough gushing about the show's rankings and all that. So Ruka got introduced, and I always said that I liked her design, just from a visual standpoint. I liked the ribbon in the hair. Although typically I don't go for the short hairs. For some reason, I'm like, okay, I'm willing to get over that because I like the rest of the design and the energy, at least from the opening credits. So when she got introduced, I just liked how she got straight to business. She's just like, "You call yourselves a couple, prove it." I'm like, "Oh, she right though." She right.
Here's the one thing. I don't like her.
I've heard some people say they don't like her.
My whole thing is, I don't need to prove anything to you. Why do you care so much?
We don't know that. I'm sure
Until I learn a little more about her, right now I don't like her.
The manga
and
readers
that is
find
my
out.
whole thing. Is why do you care if we're actually a couple or not?
Yeah.
I don't need to prove anything to you. Like, why would you even try to prove it? Just be like, I don't need to show you anything. I don't know you. Just go be with your boyfriend.
Is it really a boyfriend though?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's why it's like, again, the manga readers are just kind of like laughing, like,
I'm all watching it like, she's a rental, isn't she?
We don't know. It might be, maybe a competing agency.
Maybe. That'd be the only way I'd figure she'd know she was a rental girlfriend, is that she's one as well. Or unless maybe she had a boyfriend who was stolen by a rental girlfriend.
Mm.
And now she just hates all rental girlfriends.
That's a good point. I actually didn't consider that point of view. Yeah. Could be.
Yeah.
It could be. I like I said, I liked it. I appreciated that because, again, that's one of the issues that I have about this being a dumpster fire is that it's like, just do it. Oh, they didn't do it. Again, we have another episode where nothing happens. And it's always the same. We always come back to the same thing. And he's like, I want to be better. And she said, like, I'll help you be better, but I won't date you. What? And I guess that's what, I guess that is her own personal way of trying to make him better, is she won't commit until he's proven himself. And I understand. It's a fair point. But then it's just also like, well, at the same time, too, I'll let you still rent me. And it's like, it's not going to help.
Well, I mean, if she's going to be spending time with him, she might as well get paid.
She a gold digger. I mean, we still don't know.
Like he says, he's trash. So.
Still don't know what she needs that money for.
To live?
Well, maybe she's the one paying for her grandmother's medical bills. Who knows?
Maybe.
But yeah. Yeah, that's so yeah. So I agree with Ruka. It's kind of like, yo, you claim you're committed, commit then. If not, kick rocks.
Well, my thing is, you just met them.
Right.
So why do you care?
And yeah, that's what we need to find out. We need to find out what is her investment in this. Why is she like? Why does she care? So, yeah, I like it. I like the spunkiness. Because, again, dude, it was so frustrating, especially after we come off the beach episode where he's just kind of like, oh, yeah, I'm going to just blow up Chizuru because I like mommy and I'm stuck on mommy. He. And so he got his ass kicked by apparently the number 9 ranked best boy.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's because he just trashed Chizuru for no reason, and so that's why it's all like. And then he still doesn't. He's still like, well, I want to be with Chizuru, but I also want to be with mommy. So again, I agree with Ruka. It's just like, prove it then.
I don't think he said he wants to be with mommy anymore. He's over mommy, from what he says.
Once you get that Kleenex in your hand. And didn't he get caught with his pants down when Chizuru came to his house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this show's a mess. I love it. I can't stop watching. It's literally a car wreck on the side of the road. And you can't stop watching. But I like it. I like it. I also want to point out, too, that Ruka was wearing a high school uniform, and they're all in college. So I don't know what that was all about. But, again, that's...
Maybe she's a senior. I don't know.
It's possible. Or I figured it was just a cosplay, but...
Could have been. Maybe he's into that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he requested on the form.
Also mysterious. Also mysterious. But yeah, I like it. For being introduced, and again, you said that mommy was basically put on the back burner, made to kick rocks. So that basically was the setup, so we can get introduced to Ruka.
Uh-huh.
And I like that intro, because it's like you said, we had the rent-a-girlfriend who was kind of like, well, maybe I'm interested, maybe not, maybe I'm just in it for the money, maybe I'll just get paid until I figure it out. Then you had the alternative, which was, I just hate all couples, regardless if they're real or fake. Just break up. Couples shouldn't exist, and we don't know what mommy's problem is. But then you have the other one, the third one, who's Ruka, and she's just like, okay, you're a couple, then prove it. There should be no problem with you guys being committed if you are committed. And yeah, and I think that my like satisfaction with that might be dealt because I've seen people like that where they're just all like, yeah, well, that's my boyfriend, and their boyfriend is just kind of like non-existent. Like, it's just literally like a trophy girlfriend. Like, they don't care if the girlfriend just disappeared the next day. They'd just be like, whatever. And it's just kind of like, yeah, I've personally seen that multiple times, so I can understand from this fictional character where they're coming from based on real life events, real personal events. So that's why it's just like, hey, you claim you're together, you claim you're a couple, prove it. Fair enough.
And I would be okay with that if she knew them for longer than a day.
That's a good point.
I mean,
that is a good
not
point.
even a day. What was it, like an hour?
Yeah.
If it was more than an hour, like if she knew them for at least 6 months, and she noticed like all this weird stuff, and then she was like,
prove it.
Prove that you're a couple. Okay, cool. I'd be on board. But you don't even know them.
Right.
That's my only issue. And again, I'm sure once I know a little more about her and her whole motivation behind this, she'll grow on me.
Yeah.
But for right now, that's the only thing that's really getting me is like, you don't even know these two. So.
Yeah, I agree, and I won't dispute that fact either. That was kind of an issue too, where she just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So it is kind of like, what are you getting at? I understand what's the point, like prove it to everybody because it's just all over the place.
Right.
But at the same time too, it is just like, hi, my name is Ruka. By the way, I don't believe you're a boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so you kiss in public. Yeah, I get that. Again, I understand the sentiment, but I also understand too where she doesn't know any context.
Right.
So, and we don't know why she doesn't care about context.
Right.
So
until we learn, we're just gonna just fall. We'll still probably feel the same way we do now, but you're kind of into it because she's getting to the point.
Yep.
And I'm kind of not into it because she's kind of being a little pushy for somebody who hasn't met these two.
Right, and that's why I appreciate her stubbornness. Because this guy is all over the place, like, oh, maybe I like mommy. Oh, mommy doesn't like me. Maybe I like Chizuru. Oh, Chizuru's telling me to be a man, but mommy really isn't. Mommy is all like, remember when we were going to name our little girl? So it's just kind of like, he needs someone to just be like, look, quit being a bitch and pick one.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So.
His friend is definitely. Well, his friend is kind of doing that, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he punched him in the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I guess you could say he's got his friend and he's got this new person who's just being really pushy.
Right.
But
Yeah.
should have waited at least a little bit.
At least for the second date.
Yeah, at least the second date.
Yeah. So I am on the Ruka train for now. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. And we still, again, I remind you, we haven't gotten to Takahashi Ria either. So.
Yeah, we still got her left.
Oh, sorry. Roman only knows her as Amelia.
Not much.
Nobody counts Mosh. What? Nobody counts Moshu. Nobody likes Moshu. Nobody likes mashed potatoes.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, she's just not my favorite.
Okay. I tolerate her.
I mean, she's definitely the best shielder. What was it? There was some Facebook page that was doing like a put your favorite like servant for each class.
Yeah.
And they put like a little grid with like saber and all this, and it said shielder, and I was like, I'm not even going to put shielder because there's only one. Like, why am I going to just put mash? She's the only one. I mean, I guess I could put what's his name? Galahad, but we haven't even seen Galahad yet, except for that one OVA.
Which may or may not be canon. Well,
right. So I'm just going to leave shielder out.
Well, I should take that back. I shouldn't say that. It is canon because it did set up, it bridged between Grand Order and Lost Belt. So that's not true. It is canon.
It is.
But in terms of Galahad, it is true. He could be very well be just like a Lancer or something. So, but no, I think they actually did say he is the shielder. I think they did say it. No, they didn't, because they said that, oh, she's the only one. She's the unique. I don't know. It's my fault for explaining Fate lore. But anyways, bottom line.
Well, he did have the same noble phantasm.
Right.
So, who knows? We'll see what Fate decides to do if they ever introduce him.
Yeah. Which, by the way, all 4 voice actresses are in FGO. Go figures.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, everybody's in FGO at this point. It's easier to find out who's not in FGO than to find out who is.
Right.
But anywho, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I because I have too many unknowns and too many variables, I want to talk more about Ruka, but I just don't know. So I'm just kind of like, that's where I'm at right now. I like the character. I want to see where we're going with this. At first, and maybe it is like my bias because I was kind of already feeling the character design, so now I'm just making excuses like, no, she is the best. But I'm still keeping an open mind because Chizuru still is pretty good.
Right.
And I really love when she gives the verbal beatdowns, when she gives those monologues and she just goes full aqua. Yeah. It warms my soul. And I like the little cat paw. I love the cat paw.
Oh, when she was on the elevator.
Yeah.
You take it.
And that's what Chizuru get the claws. Oh, and apparently she knows, was it judo or martial arts?
Yeah, she
or
knows
Aikido?
self-defense.
Yeah.
Did she say a specific, or did she just say self-defense?
Self-defense. Yeah.
Which, I guess, a good question from him was, did she deal with something that made her have to learn self-defense?
I mean, that explains how she stomped him out so fast on the balcony that night.
Well, yeah. She's super quick to kick him.
Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, we got Gotcha playing Grandma.
Why are the parents so good this season? Why are the family members like overshadowing the main characters?
I don't know.
It's like, wow. And you know what? Again, you feel for the grandma when you're in the salt mines of Gotcha, man. Oh, you feel it.
She said what every FGO player says. This rate-up sucks.
Should make that the banner picture for the FGO Discord.
Wonder what she was playing. Maybe it was FGO. They already showed maybe Azur Lane.
Yeah.
Or Kankali, whatever one it was.
Azur Lane, yeah.
It was Azur Lane.
Yeah.
And she plays another one too, because she said that one of them looked like Chizuru, so she wailed for her.
Yeah, the not Princess Connect game.
Yeah.
It's like Princess Maker or whatever, Princess Designer or whatever. Yeah.
So she wailed for her.
Yeah, she wailed for the one that looked like Chizuru. Amazing. Oh, Grandma, you're so great.
And they're getting a little sexual harassment in there.
No, it's figuring out her future granddaughter-in-law. Okay, it's an interview. All right, it's a process. That's what it is. She's processing the interview.
Maybe
Thank
for
you.
a casting couch.
Hey, Cheesy, got to get that money, okay?
Didn't they already make one of those like meme images for Cheezer?
Pokemon Studios already did that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh
They're quick
no.
with that.
Yeah. He's a legend on that art. But yeah. The grandmother, she doesn't want a great granddaughter or granddaughter-in-law, I guess is more appropriate.
Yeah.
Granddaughter-in-law that doesn't have childbearing hips. I mean, can't blame her for that.
Right?
So, like I said, she's making sure the goods are good. When you get a car, you have to test drive it, okay? So you make sure that the wheels work, the windshield doesn't have any cracks, the AC works, the CD player is on.
Yeah,
People still use CD players, right?
Shouldn't Kazuya be the one test driving?
The only thing he's test driving is that Kleenex box and his phone with the mommy picture.
I'm sure he's test driven that a lot.
Yeah.
It's not even a test drive now. He just owns.
Yeah.
He owns that tissue.
Paint
it off.
I hate to bring this back to what I was saying earlier, but a show where the running joke is using Kleenex is better than Sword Art. And on that note, I'm gonna end it right there. I don't have anything else to say after that.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens in the next episode. Because I know they're gonna have to try to do something with Ruka. Maybe she'll be sleeping with the fishes. I'm watching The Godfather on all weekend.
Over us?
Yeah.
Was it Luca Brasi?
Yeah, he sleeps with the fishes.
No, don't do it. It's so funny. I don't know if you saw the preview for the next week's episode, but in it, Toyama now uses her English because you saw what was it? Yuru, right?
Yuri?
Yeah, she was the blonde one, Karen.
Karen?
Yeah, I think her name was Karen, right? The blonde one from England or whatever.
And Yuri?
Yeah. Wasn't there a blonde character? Or am I thinking of another show?
Pretty sure there was a blonde character, but I don't remember them being.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's basically Toyama now is notorious for being for just using English. So
that's her thing.
Yeah, that is just her thing. And when she was Congo in Kansai Collection, and her phrase was "burning love." So when you write "burning love" though, because it's English, it was "Banning Rabu." And so at the end of Rent a Girlfriend on the preview for the next episode, she was all like, "Let's go, Bungie!" And I was like, "Oh my god, she's too adorable. She's too precious. Protect that girl. Don't let her become bad and evil like Aoyuki. Break everyone's heart."
Okay, yeah, the blonde character in Yuri is Kyoko.
Kyoko. Okay.
Not from England though.
Okay. You sure
it's the same series?
No, then. It's.
Are you thinking of Sobi Asobase?
No.
That would be Olivia.
No. And now I'm looking it up myself.
Or
I apologize for the.
Kayon?
That one. Karen. Yeah, girl.
I think I've seen her before, but I don't remember what she's from. What does it say?
Now I'm pulling it up now. So now we're looking at Toyama Now videos about how she speaks English. Kirino? Kirino something, I think was her name.
All right, yeah, we're doing our best to try to find this character. Oh, I think I saw Karen here. Karen Kujo?
Yes.
Okay, let me see. What's half British, half Japanese girl? What's
Kirino Mosaic? There it is. Keen Ito Mosaic. That's what it was.
Okay.
Why can I can remember that?
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
Okay, I thought that's where she was from. My bad. I apologize.
Okay, that is your bad. No, no kidding. Because I was like, I know there's a blonde character in Yuri Yuri, but I don't remember her being from England.
All right. We solved that mystery.
Yeah. Mystery solved.
All right.
So we're moving on to our most controversial topic.
Unnecessarily so. Why is this so, like, toxic? So this started even before the anime came out with last year, The Blood Drive in Japan.
Yeah.
Where they used the Uzaki, and then they were getting super mad at it. It was like, oh, she looks dumb. What's so unrealistic? And it's like, you're talking about an anime girl. You're like was it Caulifla from Dragon Ball Z? That's realistic.
Well, I mean, you haven't seen those girls with the spiky hair like that?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not on the same Facebook pages.
Missing out?
Yeah. It's just like, are you serious? And oh my god, it's baffling. And so they got shut down. The people that were complaining got shut down. The blood drive was super successful.
Yep.
And so then, after that blew over, then they did it again. Then they did another blood drive, and they had Uzaki in the nurse outfit, and the same thing. They were like, "Why are you doing this? Oh, you look so dumb." And then the blood drive was a success again. And so it's like, why? It's like you earn more clout by just complaining about something popular than utilizing that energy to create your own thing. And all these people, they say that I redesigned the character, I did the character, I made the character better. It's like, well, if you have the design and the willpower to redesign someone else's work,
make your own character.
Exactly. Channel that energy into making your own character, make your own project.
Also, make them better. Okay. Don't be looking, maybe.
I think that's what the issue is, because most people try to say that as like, oh, well, it's just fan art. And it's like, it stopped being fan art when you wrote, I improved the character. Then that makes it sound personal. That's no longer fan art, because you're not a fan.
No, you were never a fan.
Yeah, that's not it.
If you're complaining about it and
saying I redesigned it
and made it better,
that's not fan art.
I actually made her look like a 20-year-old when she's 19.
I love how they said that too. And the first thing is, and you're always going to lose that argument because they immediately go to Jotaro from JoJo, and like he's 15. Same thing with Kurosaki Ichigo from Bleach. What is he also 15 or 14? I think 15.
He's like 15.
Yeah. Realistic.
Tanjiro's 13.
Yeah, man. Tanjiro is like the size of a 10-year-old. He's a tiny little guy. Look at him. And he's fighting grown-ass adults.
Demon.
Yeah. See, there we go. They have to bring up demons again. Demons that don't know healing magic, apparently. But yeah.
Well, I mean, unless you're Muzan, then you know healing magic and everything else.
Everything else, yeah. He's the reincarnation of Anos.
I know, right? He just wound up in the wrong time period.
Yeah.
The wrong series. God, I gotta die.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, and they tried to do that too. Like, let's redesign Nezuko. Oh, no.
Redesign Nezuko? Yeah. What's wrong with Nezuko?
That she's like 10.
She's the little sister.
Yeah. But then, like, Sakimi-chan got a hold of her and all that, you know. You know how that goes.
Yeah, but Sakimi-chan at least said older Nezuko.
Correct. She
didn't just say, here's Nezuko. She said, here's an older version of Nezuko. So, actually, that ties into the big point, too. Because look at that. Sakimi-chan made that artwork, said, this is older Nezuko. What part of that is derogatory or tearing it down? Like, tearing down the original concept, the original form of Nezuko. Well, people weren't mad at her for that. People were mad at her because they considered it pedophilia. You know, that's also a part of the argument for Uzaki as well. I know. Pedophilia. I know. And it's always funny that they always go to the extremes to prove their point because they can't win on merit, so they have to try to go for the moral win when the moral win doesn't apply.
Because not only is it a fictional character, she's 19. She's legal age by practically any standards in the modern world.
Yep.
So saying it promotes pedophilia, that's not true. And I've said this before many times. How I have a friend, literally my friend, and I actually told her, I was like, you should cosplay as Uzaki. She's literally like 4'0". I always tell her, and she's got huge boobs. I always tell her all the time that you're a pocket size of a person. Like you're a fun sized person. Like a bag, like a fun sized Snickers. I'm literally like, I tell her, I'm like, I'm gonna pick you up and put you in my pocket.
It'd be like, what's his name in that one episode where she almost fell and he's just holding her like this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so I told her too. I was like, you should just cosplay Uzaki. Just go full on with the meme and just prove it. Just be like, yeah, I'm literally real life Uzaki. And so it's so funny that they are like, well, because you're just punking them. You're punking these people. And then when they're like, well, it promotes pedophilia, and it's all like, no, I hate to break it to you, but there are vertically challenged individuals too who look like that. Sometimes they might even be smaller.
Yeah.
So that's not a valid argument. It's not, and it's because you're trying to go with the most extreme notion you can to win, and it's not something that you can do because it not only, again, the bottom line is it's a fictional character, but the other thing too is that the creator probably knew this too going into it. It's like, oh, we'll just make it 19 years old. Boom, that's it. Now, if you're not into 19-year-olds, fair enough. I'm not, but it is legal.
Yep.
You know the FBI is not going to be knocking on your door. So,
and if they do, just show them her ID. There you go. And they'll be like, "This is fake."
Yeah, right.
And then they'll come out with a fake one and be like, "Switch it."
And it's just the way that these people are, because they don't win on the facts. So they always go for the emotional win. They always, well, it promotes pedophilia, and it's all like, no, it doesn't. And it's the first thing that came into my mind too is why is it that it promotes pedophilia to people like me that are defending the artist's vision,
right,
when I'm not seeing it in a sexual way. I'm not seeing it in that regard, because I see the character and then I watch the show, and when you see the personality of the character, there's nothing sexually suggestive about it. As a matter of fact, most of the time it's like, yeah, her boobs get used as like puns and jokes, but outside of that, it's just kind of like the personality is what carries the show.
Yeah,
it's literally in the title. Uzaki-chan wants to hang out. How is that suggestive? What does that suggest?
Her boobs are hanging out.
There you go. That's what they would say too. It's literally their argument. So it's not pedophilia to me. It is to you. And to, when I say you, the people that are raising this argument. The first thing that doesn't come to my mind is not being sexually suggestive. So, and that's because of years of watching anime. It is desensitization. Desensitization. Yeah. It's right. Just, you get used to it. Like Priestess said, you get used to it. And so it just doesn't bother you. It doesn't concern you. And we literally did an episode about waifus and husbandos.
Yeah.
We covered over 20, 30 years of this. And it's just part of the formula. And
speaking of Priestess, nobody brought up her when she was in the bath with
Sword Maiden. Yeah.
Nobody was like, what are you doing? She's only 15 or 14 or something.
Yeah. Oh, there's tons of examples.
Yeah.
There's tons of examples, but they don't want to bring up any of them because it contradicts them. So it's a redundant argument, and that's what these people that bring this up, and that's why they bring it to these extremes. And that when you push them on it, there is no standing, there is no argument to it, and as a result, going back to these same rankings, Uzaki-chan hit number 2 on the polls.
It because of 4 spaces.
This always backfires. This always happens. When they keep talking about it, and people get curious because they're like, why is this show getting such a bad rap? Why is this show getting... And then they get it and they're like, this show's not that bad. As a matter of fact, it's dumb fun. And then they end up enjoying it, and they vote for it because they enjoy having it dumb fun. And you know what's funny too is this, for us, we're Americans.
Yep.
And this is literally what happened, like, in our last election. When they were bashing, remember Keijo?
Yeah.
When they were bashing Keijo, and then look what happened. Keijo ended up being more popular in the United States than in Japan. I said this too because they shut it down because the manga sales weren't going up because of the anime. So I said, you know what you should do? If I was that manga publisher, I'd publish it in Japan, in America, or I would publish it and not even bother with the Japanese market. Send it overseas.
Just don't let Funimation touch it.
Just don't get it away from Funimation. Where anime goes to die.
They'll put all their
Censors.
Yeah.
And terrible voice actors, terrible people. But yeah, it's mind blowing. And like I said, this is the same cycle we went through 4 years ago, where they take something just that people are enjoying and having fun with, and they don't know how to have fun because they've forgotten how it feels, and so then they just take it out on everyone. And then when you're like, no, I don't agree with that, and then they're like, well, then that makes you a pedophile. What?
Like, how do we go from this to pedophile?
Your logic just does not connect. It just doesn't connect. So it's absolutely astounding. It's absolutely astounding, and it's a form of shame. And for me personally, you're not going to get me to be ashamed because I've grown up with this hobby. I enjoy this hobby. I like this hobby. It's introduced me to so many people and places and events and memories, and I'm like, I'm not going to betray those memories because you feel you just don't like this character's design and you think a certain way about it. I don't agree with that. So that's about the end of the discussion, unless you want to talk about something else. I told this to Roman, I think, off air. There are only the two issues that are really about the show is it's dumb and I don't like it, or it's dumb and I'm having fun. That's really two issues I see with the show.
All right, so I made a mistake on her height.
Yeah.
She's not 5'2", she's 4'11".
4'11", you were off by 3 inches.
I was off by 3 inches.
You gave her too much credit.
I gave her too much credit, but there's still women that are that short.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's not hate. And they actually, a bunch of people actually took photos of themselves.
Yeah. Like, look, I'm just like her.
And
big boobs and all.
And so then what's the argument become after you've done all this, after you thoroughly said, okay, the pedo issue is not an issue, then what do they say? Oh, well, I've only seen like 2 people on Twitter complaining. Yeah. So then after it's become utterly debunked, then they just be like, oh, well, it's only like 2 people. There you go. It always is like that. It's always like that. When there is no argument, when the battle is the verbal or moral argument is lost, then it's just like, well, I don't know why it's a big deal.
Like, it wasn't a big deal.
Was it?
So you made it a big deal. And we went through months of you just complaining, and now we're here.
It's and again, this goes back to where they call it quote unquote fan art, and it's all like, fans don't need to like or agree with everything. There is that old trope where anime fans are the biggest complainers about anime. It's absolutely true. People that hate anime are the ones that love it the most.
Yeah. So
when the fans are just complaining about anime being anime, are you really a fan then? That's where I'm getting at. Because there are people that don't like Uzaki. There's people that don't like Rent-A-Girlfriend. That's fine.
Yeah.
And they have their reasons, and that's understandable. I will still tell people, like, I've had a guy literally say after one episode of Rent-A-Girlfriend, he's like, this show sucks, I'm never watching it. But I still tag him, and I'm still like, hey, dude, you sure you don't want to watch it? You sure you don't watch it? So, but that's me just, like, messing around. If he doesn't watch it, I'm not going to get mad at him. I get it. But these people are just like, I see people having fun and having a good time, but I can't. So let me jump on the bandwagon on the opposite end and tear it down and make my reputation of tearing it down instead of building something up. So because it's popular, because the spotlight's on it, because it's number 2 on the charts, just talking about how much it sucks gives you clout. And then when people are still not paying attention to you because they like it, obviously they like it, then what are you left with? Then, this show promotes just the most extreme thing. And that's why if you like it and you're ignoring me, you're awful. Really? Really?
It's like, look, I might be an awful person, but not for that reason.
Yeah, you're right. Of all the things you can label me an awful person for being. Oh man.
I kick puppies.
Yeah. Even worse than that, you like Uzaki-chan. The puppy kicking I can get over, but the fact that you like Uzaki, oh, that's the greatest sin of all. Man,
See, if they would have just listened to that Randy Newman song, we wouldn't be having this issue.
which song?
Short people don't have any reason to live, or something like that.
I've never heard of this song, actually. Really? That's a real song?
Yeah. Let me see if I can look it up here.
Man.
Or short people don't deserve to live, or something like that.
Is that the name of the song, or is that a lyric in the song?
Short people.
Oh, man. Randy Newman? The Toy Story guy?
Yeah, the toy.
Really? Was that a joke song? Was that a parody song?
Maybe. I see a couple lyrics here that say short people got nobody to love. And
There it is. That's okay. Wow. Which is true, because that's actually the basis of Uzaki-chan. She's trying to get Senpai to notice, and he's not, because he's thick-headed. Again, when we actually like sit down and dissect the show and discuss the show, it's literally just another like romantic comedy of just all stuff happening.
yeah.
So it's like all of this uproar, all of this rigmarole, all this back and forth, and like yeah, me, and then you talk about the show itself, and it's like she's kind of dumb, yeah, but she really likes mint chocolate ice cream.
Short people got no reason to live.
Amazing! I've never heard of this song. I just learned something new today. See, that's the kind of stuff. That's the information we need to be talking about. Like, we need to be giving insight about things that we don't know. Like songs that the Toy Story guy wrote called Short People Got No Reason to Live.
Also, speaking of just regular Uzaki, am I the only one who thinks that his friend looks like Shaggy?
No. Now that you mention it. Oh, man.
He wears a green shirt, brown pants. He's got, like, dirty blonde hair. He just doesn't have the scruff under his chin or a dog, as far as we know.
I mean, the mangaka probably figured at this point everyone hates me, so I have nothing left to lose. I'm going to just rip off Shaggy. So here we go.
Shaggy.
What a weird choice.
I know, right?
Now I want to watch Scooby-Doo in Japanese and see if it has a Japanese dub. Pretty sure it does.
Probably does. Got Daphne voiced by Aoyuki.
She would be a Velma. You know she would.
Would she?
I think so. I absolutely would think so. Daphne would be... Ooh. I forget her last name, but Hanakawa Kana? Mitsuri from Demon Slayer, and Red Blood Cell from Cells at Work.
Ah.
I think.
You think she'd be a good Daphne?
I think she would be a good Daphne. I think she could do it. Okay. Yeah, just because Ayane Sakura is not like kind of that sultry. Not that, yeah. But yeah.
I don't know, she's pretty sultry as maid.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a one-off. She tends to play like Ayane Sakura plays like kind of like dorky characters. Even like Ron in Bang Dream is kind of a dork.
Yeah, that's true.
So and that's why I'm getting off topic here. I'm being mad at Uzaki-chan haters. Ooh.
Yeah.
You got me running defense for Uzaki-chan. I'm not even running defense for Uzaki-chan. I'm running defense for anime, man. It's just, I see it all the time. People that pay money to go to like the major conventions, and then they come back and they're just talking about how much anime sucks and anime is dead and all that. And it's like, what are you doing here? Seriously.
Just to complain.
Just negativity, man.
All they're there for is to complain.
Yeah, and it's like, and we were also talking about this too because Tanaka Rie, who just came out as a new character in the 5th summer event, and she loves it. She's cosplaying. She gotcha'd herself, her own character 5 times, and like remember that's like a 1% drop rate. Yeah. And she got 5 copies of herself. So it's like they love what they do. They have all this passion for what they do. And then for some people to just be like, oh, well, if you like it, you're a pedophile.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't know about that.
Absolutely amazing. And it just, It tells me that these people just don't get it. They just don't get it. And someone said it too. And I actually said this too. And then I validated myself later when I said, when you do stuff like redraw Uzaki-chan and then you make him look like Family Guy or whatnot, congratulations, you didn't make anime, you made Adult Swim.
Yeah. How can you draw Uzaki-chan like that and then say you made her better?
Yeah, it's not.
You added like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
She has no figure.
Yeah. What's funny too is that the Japanese on Twitter, they actually said that that look is not realistic, and they were like, it's not real, and I'm like, I just laughed at that because again, they're looking at it as a Japanese perspective of a character in Japan.
Yeah,
they were like, a Japanese person born and raised in Japan would not look like an American or a European. It's just not going to happen, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with all these people that want to redraw and make everybody look American.
Well,
it's like, you do know these take place in Japan, right? But then again, if they try to make them look too Japanese, that's also an issue.
That's a problem, yeah. Well, because they
did that with Sailor Moon, remember?
Remember, they claimed that imperialism ended, but really, we have to educate and control the barbarians. Show them our superior culture. That's what it is. Getting way in depth in here, but yeah.
Darn savages.
Yeah, man, those savages and their Uzaki-chan worshipping their fake idols, their fake gods like Uzaki-chan. Ooh, we have to pacify them. We'll show them the error of their ways. Yeah, but see, it's all is intertwined. It's all connected, and that's unfortunate because it didn't used to be like this.
No, when anime was a little less known.
Yep, absolutely.
It was just anybody who watched it just talked about it, enjoyed it, had fun with it.
It used to just be waifu wars.
Yeah, now that it's more out there and everybody knows what it is, now these SJWs are out there like with a microscope.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at too, where it's like, I understand people have fallen out with anime because of exactly what I just said, where anime hasn't changed in 20, 30 years. That I can accept. That I can understand. You just get burnt out.
Yeah.
Look, isekai genre. Literally what we were talking about. How many, Kodansha at their writing contest, whatever, rejected isekai? Like, they were just like, if you're going to submit an isekai story to our contest, we're not going to read it. Because that's all everybody was doing. Because it was just all, they were like, that's where the money is. Oh, what's a popular genre? Isekai. And so then they were like, all everybody's doing is isekai right now. And it's like, where's the variety? So I get that. If people are like, anime isn't about story or characters, it's just, dumb and big boobs and all that, I get that. And panty shots, I get that. I understand that. And you're burnt out on it, I get it. But that's not what these people are saying. They're not burnt out because they want to, quote unquote, change it. And it's all like, change it to what? Your individual style? Because you said that it's more realistic and then no one agreed with you. So realistic to who? This audience you're drawing to doesn't exist.
Nope.
But the audience for the way Uzaki-chan exists right now does. And that's reflected in them going out to vote on the poll. And then they call you're a terrible thing. Because you just prove to them why they're just not accurate. It's not true. And so then they go to the next extreme. Because that's how they come up over you.
Yeah.
Because you won't accept their argument. You just prove them wrong. And so then they're like, well, I can't beat you physically with what's in front of my face, so I'll just hit you on the moral level. And now you have to go and prove, well, no, I'm not this. And again, it's all like, I never said that I view it in that way. So what does that say that you look at these shows for? What are you watching these shows about? What do these shows mean to you?
Yeah.
And what do these shows represent to you? So, I mean, look, we can go back to Rent a Girlfriend and what I was just saying, where I liked Ruka's design just from the commercials, just from, like, the opening movie. I was like, okay, she's got a good design. I'm interested in the show. Now I want to know, but I didn't want to settle on her because all the other characters looked good too. I was like, okay. And then the vocal cast was solid. I was like, all right, now I'm interested. Same thing with Uzaki. I was like, okay, this show has people are talking about it. People are getting mad about it. It's got a fan base. What's going on? Oh, okay, this show's not that bad.
It's wholesome.
Yeah, it's really wholesome. She's too pure, man. Too pure for this world. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe people just who was it that said it, or was it Fight Club, where it's like I just want to destroy something beautiful.
Maybe.
Yeah,
To be honest, I haven't seen Fight Club.
Oh, okay. It's just they see something that is wholesome and innocent, and people are just genuinely liking it, and they're just all like, "That's not good enough. I want to wreck it. I want it to be more like me." Got it. Oh man, you're right. It is Disney's fault. It's all Disney's fault. But yeah. Yeah.
I also loved how the week that all of this was going on, they decided to release the
beach episode. Good, what great timing. Yeah, that's a good point. It didn't even hit me. And sure enough, because they were like, Roman reminded me too that everyone's complaining about her chest size and everything. And so what did we get? An accidental grope.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Is this the melon?
This is the jellyfish.
Yeah, it's a jellyfish.
I think it's the second time he's felt the exact same boob and he still thinks it's a jellyfish.
Yeah, because I mean the first time was at the VR.
Mm-hmm.
Grabbed the same one. Only she didn't have an actual melon to throw in front of him to make it look like he touched the melon. And then he felt the melon and was like, no, maybe?
Dense.
Come on, dude.
I did ask this in my messenger group, but I was curious as to what kind of an accent Uzaki-chan uses. Like, it's the same voice actress as Satania from Gabriel Dropout. But
then it's the hell accent.
It's the hell accent.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. My question has been answered. I couldn't get a straight answer. Someone just said, "Oh, it sounds like she's using a slang like accent," and I'm just like, okay, like kind of like like a Yakuza gangster kind of a slang kind of a thing.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, I can kind of see that, but I was kind of like, I wanted to confirm that. But yeah.
Any confirmation?
Yeah, but apparently it was the devil accent. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was the devil accent.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. maybe they're right. Maybe the people angry at Uzaki are trying to save our souls. They know she's the devil.
Yeah, I don't need my soul saved. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Roman is an Amelia fan. He already sold his soul.
Yep. Sold it to the proper god.
And you know what? This also goes to what I was saying too about people that if they're not having fun with anime and people and shows like Uzaki-chan. Remember, we got this poor guy in the comments of your video who's stranded in Italy and he can't watch. He wants to watch the show and he can't.
Yeah.
And instead, we have a bunch of people that do have access to the show and they're not happy. What a world we live in.
All right.
Jeez.
Except, I brought this up to you before, where I was like, you could bring up other characters like Hestia,
mm-hmm.
who are short, big boobs,
mm-hmm.
that nobody ever mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I guess she didn't look childish enough.
Not only did she look, they literally called her Opai Loli. And not only did they do that, Inori Minase, same voice actress as Rem, sounded very little girlish. She sounded childish. And she pouted and everything and threw hissy fits and everything, literally acted like a child. So, and I know what's funny is that I know that Nick Recato was also talking about it, and he was just kind of like, because I guess they were talking about Kana from Dragon Maid,
yeah.
And it's like, oh, but she's a 500-year-old dragon, so And I'm all like, again, that's up to the individual. I would be more questioning the person that views the characters in that way, in that fashion. That's where my questions would start, not with the, is it legal, is it illegal? And it's like, well, it's fake. It's a fictional character regardless. It's a drawn fictional character, bottom line. So there's that, but that's just a running trope. Is it legal? Is it illegal? Where she's 500 years old. It's like, oh, okay.
Actually, I looked it up. Hestia is actually shorter than Uzaki by 4 inches.
Wow. They just keep getting smaller and smaller. I mean, I said that too. I don't think I said it to you, but I brought up Hestia. I was like, these are the same guys that forgot about Hestia? And
Well, I
Hestia
brought it
was
up.
pretty popular.
I remember bringing it up, yeah.
Remember all the boob ribbon memes?
Yeah.
You know what? As a matter of fact, Rem herself. How old is Rem?
I don't know. Let me look that up.
Now we're just going through all these examples. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. My goodness.
How old is Rem? 17.
Yeah, I wouldn't push it. Some people would push it. But yeah, I would not push that. Oh, man. So yeah, go watch Uzaki-chan. We're going to have a reviewing party next week.
Oh, I just looked up how old Amelia was.
16?
Well, this is, I guess, spoilery for people because they haven't actually said this in the series yet,
Mm-hmm.
that she has the physical build of a 19-year-old.
Oh?
Her mental age is that of a 15-year-old, but her actual age is 115.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm not going to ask anything else.
So I chose the right one.
You chose the legal one.
I got the legal one. Maybe
Well-
not mentally, but
well- Well, now I'm a Beatrice fan.
I actually like Beatrice too. She's funny.
Biko's
Just
hilarious.
for the same reason you like Ram
Yeah.
is why I like Beatrice. Because Beatrice kind of does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just like how she always throws in that one little extra. What does she always say? I suppose.
Yeah.
I think I just like that she says that at the end of everything.
Like the Aguzado, I think.
Yeah. Like she'll say some kind of insult and then I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was actually wondering how old Amelia was before.
Well, you
So I
just
remember
spoiled
in one of the in the OVA that I watched,
it. Mm-hmm.
because they were because when they were about to drink, they asked Subaru if he wanted something to drink, like alcohol wise, and he was like, "I'm not old enough to drink yet." And they were like, "Well, the legal age to drink here is 15," which he was,
Mhm.
but he still didn't drink. And he asked, "Well, how old are you?" And she goes, "Well, I'm old enough to drink." She didn't actually say her age, so I was like, "Okay, so she's at least 15." But I never actually looked it up. I figured being a half elf made her older.
Hmm.
So I just figured she was older than that, and she just looked kind of young. Which I was right. So have fun with your 17-year-old. I'll enjoy my 115-year-old Amelia half elf.
Ram is still best girl.
Which means Ram is 17 too,
Yes. Yes.
because they're twins.
You're correct.
Hmm.
But again,
I'm sure people are going to be in the comments like, well, technically she's 19 now because it's been a few years.
Well, actually.
Yeah.
Literally the meme. Literally the meme. Actually.
like dude in the Discord on my arguments the other day.
Yeah. You can,
Technically,
anyone that's reading this, go read that. I had to dip out. I couldn't. I was like, Roman is having too much fun with this. I couldn't even.
I like starting arguments with the guy because he has so many like well thought out arguments about why he's right, and most of the time I'm just like, I don't know.
Are you like Frieza in that Dragon Ball Super meme? I think I'll ignore that.
Well, I don't know. Like I was thinking about it, and he brought up we're talking about Elizabeth from FGO, and he brought up how she has the same like body type as like Drake and all this, and I was like, well, Drake actually has a figure, like she has curves, and actually looks like she's in her 30s, which is how old she is, right?
Yep.
Elizabeth looks like a board. Like she has no curves.
Brutal.
She's just straight down like a stick. Plus, she's like super flat, which doesn't help. But that's what he loves about her. So, one of the reasons he loves her.
If you guys are interested in this, you can still find it in the Discord under the FGO section. Go read it.
I don't know. so many things.
Yeah.
Most of the time, he's just throwing out so many things that I'm like, I can't answer all these all at once. Like he'll throw like 8 different things out at me, and I'm like, I'm just gonna answer the last one he mentioned because I'm not gonna go back.
Me and the rest of the FGO, we're all like, ada, 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 ada.
I mean, I'm not an Elizabeth fan anyway, and
Yeah.
I'm not trying to change this dude's mind on Elizabeth. You know, he can love Elizabeth all he wants. I just like arguing with him. It's fun.
Why don't you go argue with some of these Uzaki-chan people?
There's no arguing with those people.
I mean, again, there's only like 2 of them. That's why he keeps coming back. By the way, actually, the same guy that actually wrote that, who's like, oh, I've only seen like 2 people. He's the one that actually came out and said, oh, why do I keep seeing Uzaki-chan on my news feed? I'm just here trying to watch my Monster Girls. And then he puts up Monster Girl Doctor. And I'm all like, bro, because you don't understand it. That's the problem. They won't leave it alone because it's something you like and they don't. Eventually, they will come for something you like. That's why they have to be stomped out. That's why they have to be pushed because they're not here for the enjoyment. They're not here to have fun. They're not here for the community. They're in here because they want to make a name for themselves. They want attention because they're not getting it wherever they came from. So, and they're doing it all wrong. I mean, honestly, they would have more of a better welcoming if, like Roman just said, he was having a back and forth over the qualities of Elizabeth Bathroy. I mean, Roman participated in that discussion way more than I redrew Uzaki-chan.
Mm-hmm. I think it went on for like an hour.
Yeah.
It was like an hour.
Yeah. So what we just say, waifu wars, man. Waifu wars is pretty much, that's the pinnacle of discussion in the community.
How can I argue with somebody who's got the puberty rates of 14-year-olds on in his memory?
Yeah, and that's pretty much where that's it. But when you come in here and just be all like, oh, I didn't like this design, so I made it better to my own standards. It's like, oh my god.
I don't need to do that with Elizabeth. Other people do that. I'll just post a big-chested Elizabeth.
They already did that. Her name is Carmilla.
Yeah, I do that all the time, and then he badmouths Carmilla. But I mean, like, actually take his favorite character and post a big-chested version of her. Maybe make her short, too, because she is actually really tall.
If you're not in the FGO chat Discord the section, come join it. It's fun. It's good fun. It's good fun. Yeah.
I'm also not totally sold on that argument of she was tall, so she looked older. It's like, what? Like, he kind of said the same thing about Abby, because he was like, she looked older until I saw her in the game and she started acting childish.
Abby is taller than Nero.
And I'm like, okay, Abby is tall, but she doesn't even look old enough.
No.
Not at all. Neither does Elizabeth. But I guess tall equals old?
Well,
maybe that's the whole thing.
That's
short equals young. So
yeah, that.
But I'm also like,
again,
I could still tell that Uzaki was of age.
Yeah, and that's the argument they're trying to make. They're just like the way it looks, and it's like the way it looks means nothing, absolutely nothing.
Right.
So because
actually in real life there are tall people that are really young.
Correct.
And there are short people who are really old.
Correct. Absolutely.
That's how the world works. There's all kinds of different people.
Correct.
Can't judge them based on the way they look.
Correct. Yeah, man, it's great.
Even though I totally did judge Elizabeth because I did not think she was old enough first time I saw her. I was like, how old is this girl?
Okay, this we're no longer talking about Uzaki now. This is just Elizabeth Bathroy and fate bashing.
I could go on, but I'm not going
to. You can save that for the fate recording.
Yeah, I'll save that for another fate recording. I can go.
I think when we do the fate podcast, that's what you're just gonna do. 15 minutes dedicated to Roman just going off on Elizabeth Bathroy being the worst.
15.
He's gonna have a script with all his notes.
I will have a script.
Go join the FGO Discord. Just do it.
Like, man, the argument on how Carmella's not Elizabeth.
Well, that's why I shared the picture, and I can't believe your censors let me put it of Gil at the end of Fate Zero riding Elizabeth.
That was funny. But it was a naked Gil, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, there was nothing showing. Don't confuse this. It was artistically edited or artistically censored.
Yeah, strategically placed hands and everything. And we're not talking riding like sexual riding. Like he was riding her like a horse.
Like a horse. It's good fun in the FGO section of the Discord. And be sure to check out the chat section next Thursday.
Yeah. I don't know how they let that by. They wouldn't even let you post the swimsuit Musashi.
Right.
But they'll allow a naked Gil riding Elizabeth.
Well, the same. They happened to another guy, the other guy in our FGO chat. He tried to post a picture, and it was not. So it's not just me. Other people are having trouble sharing just artwork. So, and then some of the stuff that it does let through, like serious. I thought I was gonna have more trouble getting that in, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so far I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, I think because you're the owner.
So.
Yeah, you have like the God controls.
If you're on that, and you have issues posting something, just get a hold of me. I'll post it.
Thank you.
Sano does it all the time.
Yeah.
Or he's like, Discord hates this image, and I'll post it for you.
Yeah, and Roman's just like, what? It's like not even that bad. It's just for some reason, it's like a butt shot, and it's just all like, no, too good for our Puritan. We're protecting all the Uzaki-chan fans. Can't put this up there.
Poor Uzaki. Like I said, I'm supporting Uzaki.
Oh, hell yeah. I went out and I bought a thing of mint choco ice cream. Chocolate mint ice cream.
Well, like I said earlier, I got the 2 figures and the poster. And I'm looking for more stuff. I'm supposed to let you know whenever an Endoroid comes out. So, yeah, I'm surprised there isn't one already in the works.
Probably at the end of the season watch. Oh, man.
And I hope they put her in her swimsuit.
It was that Sakimi-chan, our Uzaki version. Did that come out today?
What?
Sakimi's version or Sakimi's take on Uzaki-chan?
The first one I shared with you was like a couple days ago.
Okay.
She's got like 4 other variants.
Yeah.
Since then.
Okay.
But yeah.
You knew she was coming.
Oh yeah. Sakimi-chan doing God's work.
Oh yeah. They tried to take her down too. It's all like, man. This is why you got to support these people, because there are people, and they are correct in that it very well is 2 people, but that's metaphorically speaking. It's more than 2 people, but they are the minority. That's what that means. So when they come out and they do shame, say no. Just say no. No, you're not right. You're not right. You're not correct.
Or if you really want to get to them, just keep posting Uzaki images.
And I don't know if I shared this to Roman, but it was a discussion that I had months ago now. And someone, I think it was part of the Sailor Moon redraws, and I said, it was all like, oh, this is just, whatever. It's like just another day on Twitter. And some guy, he comes out, he's like, well, I don't see anything wrong with any of this. And I said, dude, it's super disrespectful. I was all like, this is not what the artists had as their vision, and for you to hide behind, oh, I'm making it better, how is that helpful? That's not even constructive criticism, and you know it. You're literally just bashing the original creators because you have just some warped ideology. So what you should do is if you have all this talent and all this creativity, make your own characters, and then when nobody cares, don't yell at them for not liking your stuff. And don't be surprised when nobody cares. And you're not allowed to yell at them when nobody does watch your stuff.
Cartoon Network, buy it.
Yeah. Somebody said that too about when they're like, go to legal anime streaming sites so they can give you Guardian High Spice Life.
The heck is that?
That was the Crunchyroll original.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Which we were talking about when we were talking about God of High School, and I said that was their trick, was to get everyone to pay attention and laugh. And then they're like, what we really meant was all the Korean stuff. And the Korean stuff is actually pretty solid.
Yeah. Tower of Simps and God of High School.
Which if they would have started off with, because like I said, I don't really keep up with Crunchyroll news and all that, so I was unaware that they had, like announced all their animating all this stuff. If they would have done stuff like that, I would have been more interested or more on top of it. But it was also a pleasant surprise too, I guess. But yeah, yeah. So that's the kind of stuff, man. That's what we need. We need less people redesigning Uzaki-chan, and we need more people making like Korean manhwa, if it's of that quality or that level. And who knows? Maybe these people do have that level of talent in them.
Yeah.
They just need to go out and just make their own. Break out of the shadow of redesigning Uzaki or someone else's works and then make their own. And who knows? They might be successful. But not if they're all negative, like, I made it better. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I'm looking at the Crunchyroll originals list.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I didn't know Inspector was one of them.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right.
Let's see. We had that Tower of God.
I think there's another one right now. The Ninja one or Guardians, I think, something like that. I keep seeing it on Crunchyroll's main page.
Not the Meiji Geiken?
I think so. Sounds
Sword
right.
and Gun?
Sorting. No, I haven't. That one is on there. I haven't watched it though.
Noblesse?
That one, yeah, I've seen that one.
And we got Onyx Equinox.
Okay.
Those are the ones.
Okay.
And High Guardian Spike. I guess that's still coming.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they wonder why manga is beating American comics in sales.
Mm-hmm.
Creativity is dead, man.
Because everybody's got to look exactly the same.
Sucks. It really does. And I want to end on my rant on that note that if these people did apply themselves, they might have a hit. They really might. They might have some good ideas, but if they're being just disrespectful and insulting like that, like, I made them better. Don't make them better. Make your own. And you might actually be good. You might find the next, you might make stick better than Uzaki.
Yeah.
Just don't call it Uzaki-chan, because that already exists.
Yeah. And maybe learn to draw first, because the first two examples we had were kind of bad. One of them was decent.
Yeah.
The other one was just, what are you doing? You're trying to draw the home videos. Remember that cartoon?
Oh, yeah. Adult Swim, man.
Made a Peter Griffin looking Uzaki. If he was female.
Which is funny because we had this discussion too where I was talking to you about FGO and how FGO actually covers pretty much everything. And yes, they actually do have big BBWs because we have Jinako and we have Caesar.
Oh yeah, we do have Caesar, don't we?
Yeah, so literally something for everybody.
Yeah. You got lollies, non-lollies. You got flat, big boobed.
Everything.
You got,
everything. Dudes and females.
Dudes and females.
Everything. There's a little bit of something for everybody. So.
And Caesar's still with Cleopatra, so it's not body shaming, even though she was trying to get him to lose weight for a while. I think she gave up on that though. What was it in Halloween 3? She was like focused on like I need to find a way to get him to lose weight, but then she gave up and now she's just stalking him.
I think Albert's translation team tried to make that into a Little Caesars pun. I think that's what that was. Yeah.
Oh, a Little Caesars, like the pizza place. That'd have been funny if I caught on to that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got for my Uzaki-chan rant. I'm glad we talked about the episode so much.
Yeah. By the way, the episode was really funny. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. The beach episode is really good.
And don't forget, we're going to be watching the first 4 episodes. On
so come get triggered. Come on.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't even care. You can come and talk over it. I mean, it's going to be subtitled. So come on.
I was talking over Rent-A-Girlfriend, so.
I was just pointing out how awful Mommy is.
He was. And I was just making comments whenever I felt like I needed to make a comment.
Yeah.
It was basically a reaction, just not recorded.
Yeah.
And I think I talked a little more because I had somebody else there. Actually, I do a lot better when I have somebody else with me, which is actually why I started with Belle, because I knew we'd bounce off of each other. And now I'm by myself, and I'm like, I guess I'll say something here.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that's why we're doing it, because it is about community, it's about experience too, and I'm going to wrap this up on this note too, in that I don't want to exclude people. I don't like excluding people. That's not what I'm all about. I want people to come in and have fun.
Right.
But when your attitude is like, I'm bashing you for this, for liking this the way it is, that doesn't sit right for me, because you're not just insulting me, you're insulting people like Roman and the people that watch his videos, the people on his channel. This poor dude who's stuck in Italy and wants to watch it and can't watch it, you're
Right.
insulting him too. And you're insulting the people that created it, the Japanese viewers, the Japanese audience. There's a huge list of people that are being impacted by that. And again, the immediate thing is, oh, well, it's just, again, two people on Twitter. And it's like, that's how it begins. It always begins like that. And it's like, you can come in and you can say, this is my fan art, and just leave it at that. Or you can come in and just be all like, yo, I don't like it. This show sucks. I hate everything about it. And this is how I'm going to make it better. And then watch what happens.
Yep.
That's it. That's basically all I got to say.
I bet you if a lot of these people checked out the show, like actually watched it, they might enjoy it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
They might still hate the design, but they'll at least go, it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a dumb kind of fun.
And how could you be mad at her when she's so pure?
I know, right? She knows how to cook. She goes and gets groceries. She knows exactly what to bring. I mean, she games. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
She got the high score. I mean, she clearly knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they are jealous.
Maybe, yeah. I can't do any of that, so I hate her.
Let me redesign her in my image. Let me make myself as Uzaki.
Please don't.
Actually, I keep saying I'm going to wrap this up, but apparently Uzaki's mom is voiced by Hayami Saori. Rachel from Tower of God.
Oh,
And
Rachel.
I know, I just ended up reestablishing my friendship with Hayami Saori because of Ushi Wakamoto in Summer 3 on FGO. So when she barked like a dog, trying to talk to Lobo, I was like, okay, I forgive her now. And what's interesting to me is that I don't think Hayami Saori has done an Ara character yet. I could be wrong, but it might have been in a show like I haven't seen. So Hayami Saori is now going to take a crack at being an Ara Ufufufu type. See how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see. I know they show her in the credits, well, the opening, so I mean she's got to be in the season.
I'm down. Let's go.
We got, what, 6 episodes left? 7 episodes left? So plenty of time to introduce her and have her stick around.
I'm down.
What was it? I was trying to get the manga on Right Stuff, and I guess they're releasing Volume 4 soon. No, actually, not even soon. It says December. One of them, I think it was like Volume 3, already had the mom. And they were showing on the back, they were discussing what was going on in the manga. But it would show the main dude and Uzaki and then the mom over here. Then it went to another panel and the dude was cut out with Uzaki and the mom. And then it went to another panel where it's just the mom. And they're like, why is it getting smaller? Like the mom was like, why is it getting smaller? Show us all again. Don't focus on just me. Then it went to just her boobs.
That's me. That's me. Yeah.
Yeah. I might buy the manga now. I should buy the manga.
You should buy the manga. Support Uzaki-chan.
Yeah. Support Uzaki as much as you can.
She
deserves it.
That's how you fight back.
And by posting Uzaki-chan images on all those people's posts.
Yeah.
Like, I hate Uzaki, and they just warm it with Uzaki photos.
Yes. You know, it's only 2 people.
Yeah, it's only 2 people.
I think what he meant to say is, like you said, it's only 2 pictures. Like the 2 pictures that really caught on. I think that's what he was talking about. So it's multiple people because it's 2 pictures, and then in the comments, everyone's all like, yeah, yeah. And that's more like 12. But yeah, I think that's what he meant. It's not 2 people, it's 2 pictures.
Like, do we need to throw another blood drive?
Yeah.
That'll shut you people up.
I mean, you know, I think what we should do is just, like you said, take your advice, and whenever you see the people complaining, just instead post the poll results. Like,
number 2.
Yeah, people like this show. What are you talking about? People love this show.
Keep talking about it. You're getting more people interested.
Right. Completely backfire. Maybe that is the plan. Maybe this is a Japanese conspiracy. Maybe they were like, yo, you saw how it worked on the blood drive? Maybe if we bash our own show, we'll get all those American weebs to go watch it. Sign up for Funimation accounts.
I gotta cancel my
Step
my
3,
Funimation
question mark, step 4, profit.
I got a Funimation account. I gotta cancel it.
Why? Because they're terrible people?
I never watch it.
Oh, there you go. Time to wrap it up.
I mean, I only signed up for it because it gave me points on Toriba.
Oh.
But then there was like this huge process to, like, you have to go to some .uk site to like unsubscribe. I'm like, what?
Yeah, because remember everyone was unsubscribing during their whole voice actor debacle.
Yeah.
So they like made it harder. Well, first they stopped it completely. First they disabled it. You were unable to unsubscribe, and then they went and they were like, I guess now what's happening to you is they made it more difficult to unsubscribe.
Like, how can you make it so I can't unsubscribe?
Because they're jerks.
Like, isn't that illegal?
Yeah.
Aren't I supposed to have the option to unsubscribe whenever I want?
Yeah. Yeah, you are. But, yeah.
Funimation don't care.
Nope. They got to get paid. They'll take your money. They'll take your weeb money.
Part of the patriarchy.
Oh, he went there. Amazing.
Just imagine, Uzaki will be saying that if Funimation gets her. Does Funimation have her?
I think so. That's what she's
Wait
on
for it.
Crunchyroll.
She'll be saying it. Talking about the patriarchy, just like Lukoa.
Just like Dragon Maid, Toru. Or no, it was Lukoa. Lukoa was the one. We're talking about how she can't dress in her shorts and her tank top because of the patriarchy. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm gonna get myself in more trouble. I'm done. we're gonna go on for another hour.
We probably could, but
I'm done.
Let's end that. At least we got out that the episode was good and to go watch it.
Yes.
Go see Shaggy and Ami try to get them together.
Basically, that's the episode. All right. That's it for that rant. Hey, you did manage to hit 2 hours.
Yeah, we did.
So, and then I'm gonna keep my outro short because I gotta go do some more grinding in FGO. Join the Discord, regardless of your take. If you want to come see Uzaki, come check it out. And if you don't like Uzaki, come check it out anyways, and tell us what you do want to see, because I will make an effort to get it. I'm the one. Basically, it's gonna be on my my monitor that we're watching it on. So I am in charge of basically tracking down the episodes. And I do have access to a Crunchyroll account too. So if I'm able to, then I'll just use my Crunchyroll app and just do it like that. And then just have backups in place if need be. But like I said, if you have suggestions, I'm down for stuff. We can even do a retro night one day. Maybe we'll do Bubblegum Crisis, or we will do Fist of the North Star, or maybe we will do like the Kenshin movie or the JoJo movie or the Kaguya-sama movie. I'm open to ideas, so let's work on it, because this is integrating the community, and this is trying to get you all involved. We want to be more inclusive. We want to bring people together. And again, I am open to constructive criticism. That's never a problem. When people have suggestions to make you improve or help you improve, I'm down with that. I'm down for that. But when it's negative to be negative, when it's negative to just inflict injury, be it verbal, physical, or spiritual, I'm not down with that. So yeah, come check us out. Check out Roman's videos. Roman's putting up his stuff and he's working on it. So stay tuned for more on that. And that's it. That's all I got. So take it away, Roman. Get us out of here.
All right. Do everything the Sano said.
Make sure to send well wishes.
Yeah, I was about to say, and also don't forget to, if you want to, wish Belle, to get better from her COVID. I'm pretty positive she will, but again, you never know with this disease. So I'm sure she would love to hear from all of you, especially since she's been gone for a while, and she does miss coming and doing the videos. So let her know how you feel, but don't be creepy. I know some of you can be creepy from the Death Note videos. So, all right. All right, so we'll have another one in another 2 weeks. It'll probably be the same as like this, where we're discussing the weekly anime, but it'll probably be another 3 different shows.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we've caught up on 3 other shows. And come check out the Uzaki viewing party on the Discord next Thursday.
Yes.
There will be a post the closer we get on Discord for it, and again, probably on Facebook. And I'll see about posting it on Twitter as well, since I'm mostly posting on Twitter now. So, till then, see you around.
Take it easy.
Bye.